5 books officially coming out with movie adaptations versus 5 books I would love to see on the screen. The first book, which is officially coming out with a movie, is Varity by Colleen Hoover. I am so excited for this. This is going to be starring Anne Hathaway and Dakota Johnson. I cannot wait to see if they can replicate the sick and twistiness of this book on the screen. Next is another thriller, and it's The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, and this is going to be starring Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. This book was full of so many plot twists that I think will come out more shocking on screen. Next is probably one that I'm the most excited about, and that's The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and this is going to become a movie. I don't believe they've casted it yet, but let me know in the comments who you think should be Evelyn and Celia. Next is You and Me on Vacation, also known as People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I believe this is already finished filming, and this is going to be starring Tom Blythe from the Hunger Games prequel and Emily Bader from My Lady Jane. I cannot wait to see this rom-com come to life. And speaking of the Hunger Games, the next movie that is coming out, I think next year, is Sunrise on the Reaping. I absolutely adored this book. I rated it 5 stars instantly. I cannot wait to see Hamish's story on screen. I think it is going to be absolutely heartbreaking. Moving on to books I would love to see on the screen. First up is To Kill a Kingdom and Captain of Fates. And these two books are quite similar in the fact they're both about pirates and mermaids / sirens. And I just think we need so many more movies about pirates. These two books are so mesmerising. They're full of adventure, romance, and I think they would be amazing on screen. Next is I Found You by Lisa Jewell, and honestly I think any Lisa Jewell book should become a movie or a series because they are that gripping. This is about a woman who finds a man washed up on the beach outside of her house, and he has no identification and has no idea who she is. And then there's another woman living in London whose husband has just gone missing. I think this would be such a gripping thriller to see on screen. Next is A 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This would be the most beautiful romance ever if it became a movie. This is about a woman who finds a man stood in her apartment with a lemon meringue pie recipe. However, he is from 7 years in the past. This book was the most magical thing ever. I think this book would translate absolutely beautifully on screen. Next is Before Your Memory Fades. This is about a cafe in Japan, and there's a seat in this cafe, and if you sit in this seat you can travel to the past. However, there are a couple rules. You can't leave the seat, you can't change the past, and you can only meet people who have visited the cafe. This book is just full of stories of why people went to this chair, and it is so beautiful and emotional, and I think it would just be absolutely amazing to see on screen. Last of all is The Crimson Moth. I think this would be an incredible series. It's an enemies to lovers between a witch and a witch hunter. It has such gothic Bridgerton vibes. It's steamy, it's exciting, it is just perfect for the screen.